Zappy Bloom here, back with another stream. Welcome to my stream of Abiotic Factor. I hope I spelled the title right. If not, I'll fix it whenever I go to my computer to export it. Now, I'm gonna have to probably. I'm actually gonna get off turn my game off over there. I was playing my phone, and we're gonna open up a little notepad here because I'm gonna need something kind of along the lines of a description that I can work with, or like a summary of what's really happening. So obviously we're gonna be playing by ourselves to start out because I mean, let's see, music, camera. Would you like to enable cross-platform? Yes. Okay, I didn't have, the first time I played this was on computer, and I didn't have all that fancy of a character. The character was just kind of there, I guess. Wasn't really a big fan of their weird hairstyles they got going on here. I don't want anything too high off my head. I don't want to look old either. Alright, now we're going to go with this probably. Yes. We're gonna go with the supporters edition shirt because why not? We're also gonna have a blue shirt underneath. Let's see. Why don't we go with that? Sure, we'll go with those. Why not? Obviously, we gotta get the matching pants. I guess that'll work. Obviously, we gotta get the matching boots here. And this supporters edition of the ID card. Well, we are playing the supporters edition, so we gotta go with all the supporters edition stuff. We're somewhere out in Australia, from what I gather. We're like way out there in the middle of bumfuck, literal bumfuck nowhere, like way far out here. Hey, how you doing? You doing okay? I remember the first time I saw
Almost
you.
there.
Driving me out here. Yeah, exactly. The way he talks reminds me of somebody from Australia. These guys are always awesome. These Australian people, they're always awesome. No matter how
ready for your
long
first
it is
day?
playing movies or whatever. I hear them talking. I like the way they talk. It's great. I wonder if somebody in Australia made this game. Somebody in Australia made this game, and they do great work. Anyways. We're driving down the road. We gotta go a long ways because clearly it's
There
long
she
damn
is.
ways. Beep, beep, we're going in. Yeah, because it's like middle of nowhere type stuff. How hard it is to get in and out of here. It's like, yes, clearly. We're gonna pull up here and he's gonna turn around and literally drive away. Like, beep, beep. I'm just gonna pull around and drive away now. Bye. Now we're gonna jump over because clearly we gotta go up to the thing and we gotta open up the doohickey. What's up? You see how fast he gets up here to check this thing? Is like, yes. Okay. Did And it goes. Alright, we gotta make sure we pick up our standardized gate pad. Open up our little tablet here. Got a standard amount of space. Gotta go downstairs now. We got an energy brick recipe first off. Now, this is something that is going to clearly take some time to build. Yes, see, that's how you build stuff. You basically just match. You find a bunch of resources and you just kind of match it. Radiation is whenever you encounter this particular screen effect, and you must get between here and the safe area as quickly as possible. We will pick up this hat.
So, you've got what you need. Head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
You mean this gate? It's on your... I guess it is technically on your left from the way you're standing, but sure. Anyways, we're going down. Going down.
Welcome to the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You are in the
fact that we're going all the way to the very bottom. We're not even
facility
supposed to go to the very bottom.
Alert
At least
level
not
precautionary.
Here. Now look at this.
Please
This is
listen
like
carefully
the
to
top floors
and follow
of the place.
all security
Oh, look,
instructions.
there's another big guy.
Now arriving
That guy's
at
going to
staff
most likely
processing.
animal control. Animal control area. Alright. So clearly we need to go this way. We can't go that way. Can't go that way.
Hey, new transfer. I got pulled in from surface duty. The usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here. You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now, I've never run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's emergency containment procedures. Okay, now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me. I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
Alright, we're gonna have to go over. Up and over. Crouch. I'm gonna grab this flashlight because I can't see. Gonna dismantle this door and pick up this scrap for later because we're gonna need it. We're obviously gonna pick up these tools because why not? I'm also gonna package this toolbox for later because I'm probably going to need that.
If there's something in your way, because I put it there, there should be a tool down there. Something you can smash the crate with. You might have to look around a bit. And don't worry about smashing stuff. Like we got a lot of crates. A lot of crates.
Alright, let's check the thing. Controls for the gamepad. Input bindings. Let's see. Why? Oh. Oh, it's for the wheel. Yes. Die, boxes. All stuff I need. Die. Smash the boxes, collect the clothes, because we're going to need those later. Die, boxes. I need your clothes. I need all your t-shirts. Gonna need those later.
Oh, what the hell? This damn radio's acting up. There we go. Ugh, all morning. Alright, where were we? They want you to capture a creature. The lady who's supposed to do this, she took all the nets downstairs with her. Look around, maybe you can make one out of something.
Yes, obviously we're going to need to build a nest.
Oh, okay.
This
I was
nest
just thinking
are-
I'd grab like a plastic bag for you know what? This is why we do the jobs we do here at Gate. Nice. You've got some athleticism in there, somewhere. Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inoculate. You know what? Just stomp on it. Oh, brutal. Okay, so next up... what's going on with your leg there? Looks to me like you're bleeding. Look, we'll call this training. Basic first aid. Find some cloth and make a bandage. And, just keep this between us for now. I'll buy you a beer in residence later. Sorry about that.
You're probably not going to survive that long. Sorry about this, buddy, but you're probably
Okay,
going to
you
die
did that way
long.
cleaner than I would have. You would, wouldn't you? You're gonna fit right in down there.
Looks like you can
Probably.
walk on it all right. Let's head you on through to the next room. Feel free to mosey. I've gotta check some stuff out. We got some weird crap going on today, not gonna lie to you.
Now, we got a recording here of one of the famous doctors around here, Dr. Mann.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. After yesterday's fiasco, I've made a formal request to extend general anomaly storage immediately. We've requisitioned Ordo 113, only to discover that some effect from 221 had turned it permanently blue. I've made it clear to Anderson. This is not acceptable. Ordo subjects may be deemed low risk, but the range of phenomena is too diverse to jam them together like sardines.
Alright, now we're going to use this terminal and we're going to check all the things. Jane, what's this I'm hearing about investigation into our security? Has anyone spoken to you about it? Relax, Richard. It doesn't concern anyone in your sector. It's the labs team. You know how they are, always scared someone's leaking information. Man suggests the executive committee thinks someone may be monitoring our data network. I thought that was impossible. If the farm needs to know about this, we're the ones who work with the data day to day, day in and day out. Mans is great at theorizing, but sometimes he lets his imagination run away with the facts. It's all speculation at this point. We haven't detected anything beyond a few probing actions. Our data is secure, and let them know it's under control, because it is. That's a lie. That last tidbit was for me personally, because I know it's a lie, because I've played this game first. Whenever you see probing actions, always suspect something's going on. Always suspect something is going to happen. It's always good to be paranoid in these instances. Yes, if it happens a lot, you might start to think it's just some random little hacker or some such just kind of looking at your data. But with people like this, I don't think you want that happening. This is like Area 51 type stuff. You need to keep this data locked down tight. Like, real tight. Anyways. Hey, you asked me to get in touch if we found any applications for new materials. You remember that fungus Lenora's team brought back? We did some tests. This stuff makes penicillin look like tap water. I reviewed the report. You're cleared for phase 2. Someone needs to go back in there. We need more samples. The Silo 2 systems are online. I think another venture should be fine. I'll talk to TR. They're itching to go back in there. Okay. Now, the big door to Synaptic Labs is offline. We have to go to residence. We have money. I do have some money, apparently. I'm not sure where I got money, but you'll always want to buy basically as much stuff as you can. And yes, the vending machines will literally take your money, especially if it'll give you your money back, obviously. But it's best if you just kind of sit there and kind of keep farming this stuff and don't waste your money. You only use your money to buy like food. not water, because I have found out how to get water, and I will teach you about that later on. Very shortly into the series, we'll start actually making we'll start processing our own water. It's something that takes some time to do. This right here. This is what you need. We're actually going to take this. Never mind. Well, I won't be able to get back up here, so it's not like that particular
So
one
I'm
matters.
betting they didn't have these at Springer. It says here, all gate staff at Cascade need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail only an egghead would want. No offense. Every power socket here comes with its own little extension cable, and we build everything purpose-built for those sockets. So what you're gonna do, you need to package the heater, place it back down near the power socket, and then... Okay, now I know that was a lot. I'm getting some weird interference on my radio. I'm gonna leave you to the whiteboard down there. You might need a screwdriver. I'll get back to you in a minute. Station 3, what's going on? Over. Station 3, Station 2. Hey, nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe. Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So, yeah, head to the elevator. It'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff. Clipboard here says you're looking for a Dr. Khan? It sounds familiar. I guess he's in charge of the rest of your orientation. Alright, onward to science. Well, for one of us, anyway.
Okay, I hope you stay alive for the next 5 minutes at least, but it's unlikely. Just saying. It's unlikely that that guy is going to live very long. My god, those things are giant and they're blue. There's even a forklift down there! Why is its emergency light going off? What is up with this ladder? I bet you anything we're gonna have to come through here at some point. Obviously, it's probably gonna take a while, but still. Getting this far up means that you have to find several elevators because...
This is a high-priority safety broadcast. You are currently en route to Residence Level 7. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect. This elevator will be redirected to Offices Level 1. Please remain
Which is
in
at
place
the very
and wait
bottom
for
of the
security
facility.
team assistance.
Yes. Office Level 1 is like literally the very bottom of the facility. The very, very bottom. Very, very, very bottom. I'm like, damn. And that was only the tutorial, bro. That was only the tutorial. Alright, so that was only the tutorial there. I'll make sure to separate the tutorial from the main game start point. We're just gonna go with my standard YouTube play tag we got going on from most of my YouTube series when I make a new game or whatever. This can be changed later in the sandbox settings of your world save. Obviously, we're gonna be playing in modified sandbox. Never mind. Advanced settings are not recommended for beginners. The rules can create a very unbalanced and unintended experience. Play procedure determined. Yeah, we're not gonna worry with that right now because clearly starting out with advanced sandbox settings is not cool. In Abiotic Factor, your character is saved over on a per world basis. This means your character traits, skills, and items, equipment are in progress are tied to a given server. Visual customization is stored locally and carried between servers. You need to select a job and starting traits for your character with each role which you'll do now. Yeah, well, there is a specific type of person. A lab assistant is sprinting, sneaking, or strength. cooking is something that really probably should be done early on, I guess, is cooking or crafting. Because cooking is something that probably should be done. I'm pretty sure I did this one whenever I first played, or this one. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, blunt, fortitude, strengthening, and strength. And we got construction and crafting, strength. Reload, throwing, sharp, and cooking. I think this might have been one of the ones I did last time, was this one. But I think I'll go with this one right for now. I'm gonna do my best not to have any negative traits because I don't like having a lot of negative traits. Let's see. Gain 20 more experience than normal. We'll go with that for starters. Frequently work late, become fatigued is 50% slower than the average scientist. Means that you don't get tired as often, I guess. You love cooking, you gain experience. Cooking skills twice as fast. You can never lay on without. You permanently gain 2 extra hotbar slots. No. First aid. Let's see. Gardener. And receive recipes and for basic gardening plots from the outset. Twice as likely to bleed from a wound, potential quite severely. Okay, so we'll just do that, and then we'll do that. Bam. I usually try not to go with and trying to get like that many of these first starting classes, but the gardener thing is going to be really important because it means I can actually utilize seeds early on. I can save up my seeds. Obviously, at some point, I was literally just packaging up construction pieces. Now, granted, you have to upgrade your construction abilities in order to actually pick stuff up. Some of the stuff you can't just like pick it up. Not really. Alright, now.
I don't think we've met. Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical. See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened, but take your time. He's insufferable.
Hey there. Yeah, I'll be right there. This usually is a really great place to actually, get water. You want to be careful how much water you're drinking because the water you find in the world, it takes a while for it to restart. It's like think of it this way, the sinks slowly drip, basically. They slowly drip. So everything will slowly fill up. And it will take some time for, all that to actually properly fill up, like those little sinks or whatever to properly fill up. Now, we're gonna go in this one because there's a piece of duct tape in here, and we're gonna need that. So that's what I want. I wanted that duct tape. Now, obviously these big tunnels and stuff are a little further out of the way, so it's not like we're obviously not going to know a lot of this. Now, it's gonna take us a while to get all the way around to where the row is way over there, because clearly it takes him a while to get around. Now, there are some things you want to watch out for, like those little things. We can't get in there right now because we have to find a specific power terminal or some such in order to turn it off. Now, these things right here are what you always want to watch out for. The only way you can really do this is Die. Thing. Now we're gonna grab all of this radioactive material. We're obviously gonna have to put it away because it's poisonous, but we're gonna take it with us because we'll be able to turn this into food at some point. Yes, I might want to actually go ahead and craft some, craft a net and throw it on that carbuncle there because die. Alright, now, we got that thing. Let's see, we're going to go through the system and we're going to make this and this. Alright, so we got this, this. Now. Garden plot. And we got a square garden plot, which will be useful. The round one is also useful. Now, we need to build a few more of these. We're going to build one more batch, and we're going to build like 2 of these, and one more set of those throwing nets. Obviously, I don't want to stay in here forever because I'm already taking some negative stat damage from holding on to this poisonous food or whatever right now. It's not food, but still. Alright, so we're gonna have to go through here. We're gonna take all this, and we're gonna try to package this because we could use that for storage. Now, some of the advanced pieces and whatnot it's best that you just grab and store everything you can because obviously you're not going to be able to grab everything, so it's best that you just take whatever you can. And those pipes right there are some of the hardest things to get. They take forever to find, so do be careful what you're using these pipes in this little system pipe thing for. Yeah. Because, for one, those pipe things here are really difficult to find. I've only been able to find a handful of them, so be careful what you're using them for. Make sure you don't waste them. Alright, we're gonna go up here because we can't get through that door right now. We'll be able to get through it once we jump to the other side. We should be able to open it from the other side. We'll take this flashlight and we should be able to open the door from this side. And we'll leave that open for now. We're obviously going to dismantle all these things and bring them with us. I'm going to do my best not to waste these, but then again, I might end up actually doing it. I did it last time. I wasted them the last time I played. Let's see. Cooking. A shiv. Okay. Hey, Kentaro, I'm looking for a gift for a friend of mine who loves cooking. Any thoughts? If they want to be a chef, give them a knife. Until you chop it up, you can't cook it. Never a good sign when you hear that. Anyways, right here is one of the best spots for you to store stuff if you want to keep it safe. Especially if you have buddies or something that you don't want to find a certain item or some such. Oh man, looks like somebody's burning a freaking thing. Die! Did I bungle? Now, we're gonna go in here and, what? Huh? I thought didn't I just pick that up? Oh. Alright, so we're gonna need a carbuncle crown. Obviously we need raw carbuncle meat, most likely, and plastic, and this. Now, obviously some of this is not exactly something you would want to take with you, but still, you never know, yada yada yada. The shelf counter is not something you always get, no. You need to invent this item. The vacuum is really great for collecting anything on the ground, so you want to get that as soon as you can. Not exactly sure why we would want that, but sure, why not? Now, these crate things are pretty good. Anyways, whenever I first started this, I literally turned this entire kitchen into a small IKEA store. And that was the best, basically the best and really only thing I could actually do. Obviously, I'm going to leave a trash can there because it's a storage. And my chance to break it are fairly high. Let's see. Obviously, the cooking pot is the one thing I always try to get first. Okay, so we're going to go this way. This is where I stored any high quality meat that was basically bad. I'm leaving that pipe in there. I'm leaving that in here. That ice cream or whatever the heck it is, I'm leaving it in here. I basically put anything I couldn't destroy, I put it there. I left this thing here and I made more of them at some point.
Hello? Over here. Oh, you're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It was hours last time, and I don't feel safe at all.
Okay. Obviously, we're gonna have to go in here, open this door, go to the side, die. No one needs you. No one cares. Don't be quiet. Just sit down and be quiet. Okay, so we're obviously going to need some boxes, obviously. Now, always want to keep this table here, if you can. Keep this table here because this table has some it gives you scrap basically. Now it's not all the time, and sometimes they literally just don't do it, but that's fine. Let's see. Obviously we're gonna have to get this, and probably this. Now those we don't build very often. I don't want this plant. Construction is something you want to get up as fast as possible so you can, you know, have a less chance of breaking something whenever you see, because it's down to 90% chance to break now. the higher you get your construction, the lower it is overall. First off, we're gonna have to use these cabinets here as our general storage because, well, we don't have anything else. So we're just gonna have to just kind of store some of this stuff in here because I don't have really anywhere else to store this stuff. I'm gonna put these frying pans up here because I don't need them. This tray too, because I don't need that either. Okay, now let's see. It takes a little bit of time, but once you get everything set up, you want to grab this wooden leg thing and break those things because okay, now we're gonna put this like right there, and we're gonna put those knives in there as well as one of these screwdrivers for now. Now, for everything we throw in here, that it will use up a little bit of our space here in the kitchen, but obviously, my best thing right here is this. It basically keeps you from getting dirty. Now, it's best if you wear that almost all the time, is wearing one of these. If you can, wear those all the time. If you cannot, try to wear them as much as possible during a fight, unless it's with something with guns or bullets, because body armor is not going to be useful against anything other than something with guns, because it doesn't protect you against blunt force trauma. You can see him over there. He's probably going to start freaking out here as soon as I actually get the battery built. Because I have to basically build an entire workshop here in order to actually build this thing. Okay? Alright, now. Obviously, we need this wood here. I don't want to break this wood, but I don't have much choice but to break the wood and grab these legs. I'm not exactly sure who the heck did this, but I don't really care either. Now, this game gives you a lot of freedom in building of random little things. In the main area, let's see, we need to build energy break here.
Hurry!
Yeah, you can see him freaking out there, bruh.
You need to open the door.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be more prone to dying a lot because of, you know, reasons. I'm gonna be prone to dying a lot more, so I have to be careful. Okay. So clearly, I need this. I'm gonna unpin this because I don't need this anymore. We need to find plastic. Do I have any plastic around here? Anywhere? Plastic anywhere? I do not. Looks like I gotta go find something to break down somewhere. Well, if it doesn't break, that means I can technically just stack it up in here. I'm just gonna keep them as shadows. You can't break that, but you can utilize these shelves for storage. Now, these things aren't actually, I mean, I don't actively need them, but I can put them in here to kind of get them out of the way. To consider an area completely clear is just, relatively speaking, of course. Obviously, food and whatnot is going to be somewhat of a problem at some times. I try to hold on to every amount of healing items I can until later because, well, for one, this stuff's hard to find, so it's best that you hold on to it for as long as you can physically stand it without utilizing it or wasting it, I guess. And move everything you don't need out of here. Yeah, well, if you don't need it, leave it behind. Alright. Let's see. Where are we? We're going to be... Let's see. We're going to be... 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 We're Another thing that's important, power. The power shuts off every day. Every night it shuts off. At a certain time. I'm not sure why, but it does. It shuts off at a certain time. Now we're gonna mark this on our thing so we can find it because, well, obviously we need that. I'm also going to mark that because I need that as well. I need a backpack so I can have a few more storage points on my thing. Hey, Rush. Smush. Alright, now let's go see. Do we have any plastic? No, we do not. Damn it. Right. We don't have any more plastic anywhere, but I need more. I need one more plastic. Where can I find more plastic at? It's mainly, you can have that salvage station on there forever, but your main thing that is going to take you forever to find is this, the anvil. That is one thing that is literally going to take you absolutely forever to find, so don't get your hopes up on finding that quickly. Just saying, don't get your hopes up. Even I had a lot of trouble finding that early on. There's some duct tape in this duct, as well as probably some other stuff. Probably. Apparently just a bunch of duct tape and a shirt. Well, there's a hammer in here. That's something. Alright, now. My mom is summoning me, so I must go and check what she needs. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna pause anything. Yes? Huh? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll get it in a little bit. I'll be right back. I have a package at the door. Alright, folks, I will be back in a little bit because we got some things going on. here. Alright, folks, sorry about that. I'm back now. I will make sure to cut that well, I probably won't cut it, but I'll put a chapter break in between each one so you can just click to the next chapter. So, as well as the start of the tutorial and the end of the tutorial and the start of the main game and yada yada yada. Alright, so we don't need this hammer right now, so I'm going to go and put that away for now because we don't need that right now. Let's see. We can put that stuff in there for now. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna drop that in there because we don't need that. Really, the only thing I need to carry on me most times is just bandages. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to go in here in order to actively find plastic.
Enhanced
Hey,
security
I know you.
protocols are now in effect. Please
Look,
locate
I don't know
security personnel
what's going
and
on.
follow
They
evacuation
don't tell me
procedures.
squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says, get out, I'd do what she says. Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here.
Yeah, well, you can stay in there because you got like shitloads of food. You know what? How much freaking beans, peas? Sorry, peas and soda and whoa, bro! I hear y'all doing that over there. I'm not stupid. I know you're doing that, so stop it. I'm talking to the creepy people over manufacturing. Hey, I know you're over there. I've played this game before. I know you're over there. Stupid ghosts. Damn ghosts. Trying to scare me. How dare they? I don't want to risk trying to pick up another one and breaking it because, well, for one, finding barrels not easy. Finding actual barrels is not easy, like water barrels. Finding the technology to actually build that, not easy, not even a little bit. It sucks. But finding all the boxes is important. It means that you can basically just stack up. Let's see, we're going to go here. We're going to build one of these. Build that, and we're gonna stick it like right here. How about that? That way, because the crafting station's right there, means that basically I won't have to worry about running out of storage space because it's only a small crate, but still. The bigger crates they take a lot more materials and they're a lot harder to find. Alright, so we're going to go in here, we're going to grab all the building materials. We'll keep all the food in here, but we're going to take out all the materials that are used to build stuff. And we're going to put all that over here into this box. Now we're gonna go in here. I just wasted another $1 on a coffee cup. How dare me. Why do I keep wasting my materials on that, bro? Like, seriously. Now, the item transporter is what you would want. The item transporter is fairly good. It's a fairly neat little thing. But it requires extra hearts, and those are going to take a while to find. For the most part, we need this, this, and this. And we need plastic for the other thing. For starters, we're going to build a backpack. us a little bit more space to work with. Alright, so we're gonna need that and this. Probably this. Right, it's blue. Okay, now, let's see. Those boom bombs are something I built. They don't work. They don't actually work. They don't do anything. So don't waste your materials trying to use them. They do some, but it's like a little bomb that basically just scatters screws all over the place. Screws or nails or whatever it is. I don't know. Now look, after dark, all power shuts off. So you have to be careful to make sure you get all your stuff done during the day, or build enough batteries that can last you throughout the night so that you can collect enough power and run off batteries. Basically, you want to have a power system that two batteries can support at least one table, maybe two if you're lucky. The animal pens, I've never been in there. I've never been there. Now, I have been over there, and you can clearly see it looks like a freaking military base over there. You can very clearly see that military-like tower and all those fences and stuff. Yeah, me and Tank went over there. We got over there and Tank got Alright, it's very cold in here, obviously. It's very cold in here. Very, very cold. So we need to get in and out as quickly as possible. Now, we're gonna have to go back out. And we're gonna run back down. Granted, I don't need all this stuff right now, but it's best that I kind of get, some of this stuff handled as soon as possible. I know, that body right there never disappears, so you might as well stop, not worry about it very much, because it never vanishes, it never disappears. Now, I gotta go back over here and grab the, wait a minute, we got some radioactive food material on me. I gotta put that in this cupboard right here. Best thing for you to do is literally just to use up your knives and just use mostly as a weapon. You want to kind of try to stick to the legs. Now, your main enemy in this area is going to be that guy right there. That robot thing. It's supposed to only stock vending machines, but it will hunt you down if you get in its way, which basically means anywhere near it when it's actually actively walking around because it patrols around and it can and will hurt a lot. Yeah, and this is a server room, so it's always very cold in here, so it's best to keep that door closed for as long as possible. Now, let's check our inventory. We're still kind of full, but we're gonna go up to the second floor here.
I thought I was there, but I'm still here, am I? I'm here, but she's there?
Alice, you're making no sense at all, bruh. Now, this is to the security area. There's something big on the other side of the door,
I could certainly use a drink.
From what she says, I think there's something really nasty on the other side of that door that's like real nasty like, but I'm not sure exactly what that is, per se. Yeah, you gotta get to manufacturing, but manufacturing's not easy to reach. It's actually real damn difficult to reach that area. This area is dangerous, so it's best that we just kind of grab some of the, use our knives to, break. A walkie-talkie. Basically, a walkie-talkie is something you always want to have on you as soon as you get the ability to make it. You want to try to get that. But that's only useful for multiplayer because it allows you to talk over a long distance, especially if you're separated. It allows you to basically communicate with the other players across a very large, like, nearly infinite distance. I mean, I guess there is, like, a possible limit to it, but I don't know if that's... I don't know if there's an actual limit to it. Now, we always want to just kind of keep those things here. We're going to grab this chair, and we're going to stack that, like, I'd say right here would be the best spot. Let's see. Obviously just gonna have to kind of stack this stuff kind of wherever we can, because this area kind of became my mini IKEA store, because it just kind of I kept storing up basically everything I couldn't break down at the time. I just kept storing in there or in the main room. Alright. Now, we're gonna run back downstairs and store off the next batch of materials and store up these wooden legs here. Because basically, I need to actually get me another crate. Since I have enough materials now, I can build me another crate so I can store off more materials. Always try to go to the box first if you have a storage box. Always go. That's like the very first place you should go, so you can store off whatever you can. Looks like I can build 2 of them now because I have 4. Now, we're going to go over here and put these lamps down in the lamp storage point, which is just kind of a storage point for lamps. We're going to move these boxes down here, and we're going to put them both right next to the other ones, because, well, it did take me and Tank a while to get to the next sector. It took me and Tank a long time to get to the Western factory, where the Western manufacturing area, where we set up our new base of operations. We had a whole base of operations here, and it took us a while to get all that stuff set up. We move this chair down here, we do this, and we put the rolly chair right next to the other chair. Now, what we want to do is, we basically just want to keep going upstairs as much as possible and keep trying to grab more stuff. Mainly packaging stuff. This girl ends up disappearing at some point. She stays there for a while, basically a long while, but eventually she gets, I think she gets eaten by something. I'm not really sure what actually happens to this girl, but I think she gets eaten by something.
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
Now, this area has a lot of storage here, so it's best that you just kind of, basically, you can die from lack of food or water. It won't negatively affect you at all, but it's best that you don't do that, because if you're really far away from your bag, it'll take you a while to get back to it. It's not like it'll despawn, no, but you'll find out very quickly that this place can get very confusing very fast with how many little individual little points of interest or storage or whatever there are around here. There is quite a lot of individual little spots around here. I'm gonna build this table so I can put stuff on top of it. Oh look, another rolly chair. We'll put that one right next to this rolly chair, actually. And we will put this broken wood leg in here. I'm not really sure, but this guy doesn't actually know how to actively, this scientist dude apparently is a literal, like, commander nerd, because he doesn't know how to actually punch things. He's, like, I don't know, I guess he's, like, grabbing at it or something. I don't know. I still don't really know what he does. He's just kind of like, he grabs at it. Now, this is one area you can do. You could go upstairs and go across. You can do that if you want, but it's like, really? Now, it's probably something down in animal control. Probably. Now, we're going to grab this, and we're going to grab this. What's in here? Grab anything we can basically take with us, we'll take with us. He'll never catch me alive. Maybe he will. Run away! Run away like a coward! Ah! He'll never catch me alive! Boing. I'm safe behind this bulletproof glass, asshole. Big dummy. Yeah, I know. As soon as I go back outside, I'm gonna have to fight that thing. I don't really want to, but I don't have much choice. Now, we're gonna add this to our IKEA storage points, because why not? I'm not gonna build them, obviously. I mean, we can, but it's not like it. I mean, it'll give us our construction experience for, like, actually putting them back together, I guess. We're already at level 6. Out of, I'm not sure what level, level 20. We're already at level 6 out of 20, so yeah. We basically, I'm not really sure what he's trying to blast open over there, but still, I've got to close this just in case. I don't want him blasting through, trying to get through to my area where I'm safe. I don't actually have a knife. I wonder if I can actually build a shiv. pencils and a bit of metal, I guess. So we'll grab that and this.
I'm ravenous.
Trust me, I got up to several hundreds of items in my main storage. A device used for communicating with other walkie-talkie holders at long distance, holding your hand to enable long distance voice communication. Basically, long distance voice chat. Now, Tank actually was my farmer. He was the one always checking up on the farms and watering the plants. We basically had a little miniaturized farm right here. We had like 3 little planters and we were growing like, I think, tomatoes in here. I'm not really sure what. I don't really remember exactly what we were growing, but we were growing something. Now, you want to be careful kind of what you're actually doing with like the shiv, because the shiv's just basically a bunch of pencils wrapped with tape. It looks like a knife, but it's literally just pens and pencils wrapped with tape. It looks like a metal stick, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you turn.
If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Yes, yeah, that right there is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Now, most likely, I will end up dead at some point, because I only have $7, and I'm not going to blow all my money on crappy food that's not going to get me anywhere. Most people literally just use these office chairs to get around when they're overweight or heavy. I guess I could do that if I really wanted to, but I'm not really a fan of scooting everywhere. Alright, we're gonna go and put this in here. I hear that carbuncle. I'm not sure where it is, but I can hear that carbuncle somewhere. It's irritating me to say the very least. Now, I don't know how that raw carbuncle got there, but then again, creatures do tend to respawn quite quick. Let's go back in here. If we run out of energy or whatever, it's fine. Not exactly fine, but it's gonna have to be, because honestly, I can literally just go back and pick up my stuff. Now, after shutdown, we gotta be careful, because me and Tank did kill that big robot thing right there once. It took us a long time, but we did do it. It took us a while, but we did do it. I think it's probably best for me to just wait till tomorrow to go back through and do some more scavenging. Now, that robot is very strong. Me and Tank know this for a fact. It's very, very strong. So, it's best that you never get into an active fight with it. If you can manage, try to never actually get into a fight with that thing. It sucks. We're gonna basically just kind of sleep for a little while.
Perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1. Reset complete.
It's only 3 a.m. So yeah, we didn't sleep for very long. But then again, I knew we weren't going to sleep for very long. This is actually where I kept, I had the cooking bench right here, and I had a fridge right here for all my food. I had like a fridge and some batteries and stuff. But I'll probably have my, I'm probably going to move this trash can at some point. We're going to break this actually, and we're going to move this in here. Put that like right here probably, and we're gonna check this toolbox, see what's in here. Now, I don't need any more boxes for at least a little bit, all things considered. So we're gonna go in here and we're going to take this off, I guess. A makeshift bed would be good ideas. Okay, so basically we need cloth, wood planks, and a couch. 6 a.m. is when all the lights come back on, apparently. It's been a while since I played this, so honestly, I kind of forgot what time the lights were supposed to come back on. See? He's all the way over here, and it takes him a while to actually get back to their little compartments. So it's best that you basically just wait for them to get back to their compartments and then let them shut down, because as I've already stated, those things are very strong, very hard to kill, and not fun to deal with. I try to capture and package up everything I can. That way I can use it, my repair bench at some point when I do get that.
For security assistance.
Really? Okay. What's this? Yes, I am here. How are you? Okay, so we're going to take this lamp and this. We're going to grab that too. Pick this up if we can. We don't have any more space, but we're going to run all the way back to base now. We're basically moving at super slow speed, but this is not actually considered that slow. And actually, believe it or not, you can get a forklift up here. There is actually forklifts you can drive. That's the whole point for these these bulky ramp things, is so people can, I guess, drive forklifts around. My lights just flickered, bruh. Not good. Watch and make sure that power doesn't go out, because that's going to suck if the power goes out. Obviously, you want to try to get, basically just pick up as much stuff as possible and just kind of store it in here for whenever you get the chance to use your repair bench to actually destroy it. Sure, we can hang out. Why not? Hi.
What's up?
Not much, just getting started on my whole thing here. Yeah, factor. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this plant down with the other plants here as a part of my IKEA store, because we're getting you remember? I did that a lot until we found the repair bench. Anyways, I was just kind of packaging up everything I could so it could store up. And I have previous knowledge, so I know I don't need to try to grab the water jug things quickly this time, because I tried to grab those a lot quicker first, and I broke a lot of them. But that's just one of the things I dealt with. Okay, now we're gonna use this. We're gonna beat the printers. Give me your parts. For what?
Abiotic factory.
It's factor, not factory.
Bitch, I said how.
But it's not factory.
I don't give a shit.
This isn't even a factory game alone. It's a survival game. There's no factory-like element in this game. There's no automation. Well, factory games usually have automation in them. Well, 9 times out of 10 they do. Gathering my strength and my sprinting capabilities.
How far you gone on that thing now?
Just now getting into the office sector. Still fairly new. Well, not really the office sector, more like that area where all the cubicles are. I guess that's the office sector, but not really. I haven't even gotten a single farm thing placed down yet because
I could certainly use a drink.
I'm like, if I die from either thirst or food, I'm like, I don't really care, because I'll just go back and pick my bags up and keep going. I did not. I'll have to go back at the end of this stream, which honestly, we're approaching a pretty good spot to stop the stream here in a little bit. Okay. And then I will start a multiplayer for the next stream. Hopefully we won't actually go and clear out all this area, because I want to have a use for the forklift when we do get to it, but then again, it's going to take a lot of work for us to get there, because...
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, that's going to be a long time. We have to go through that one area, right? The...
Portal world.
Weird. Yeah.
That one portal world, just so we could get around to the other area, so we can then get to the other area to actually turn on the big portal thing and watch it come to life. I'm like, ooh, it's a big bluey glow ball.
It's a big glowy glow ball.
We're gonna put this notebook in here, which can be scrapped for paper, apparently. I'm gonna put this filing cabinet in with the other ones, because reasons. Put that plant there. Okay, well, I think that'll be it for this stream, personally, because I'm going to go get something to drink and take a little break and talk to Tank for a little bit, and we'll come back in the next stream, because I need to quit the game and, you know, get a whole multiplayer series thing and all that whatnot set up, and yada 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 yada. You know how it is. Damn it, there's another $1 wasted on damn coffee.
I'm starving.
I don't have any I'm dying of hunger, apparently. Anyways. Peace. See you again in the next one, or what? Yep.
Bye.
Hope to see y'all again in the next stream. Take care, everybody. Hopefully.